it's just easier for me to do this on a daily basis because I have so many other things I need to do. My name is Sinta. Welcome into my space. I kind of do a couple of different things, and music has always been part of my life. So I'm busy working on a track from like the live, so everybody can see what I'm working on, and it's not always going to be perfect because it is a live. So you're going to see the glitches and the errors and the things that go on behind the scene that sometimes people don't always show you. So I'm showing you the back end of how composition and construction work. Always good to have recorded the visual vision, the idea, because now I can go back and see what I've done. So it's also used for my background research. Like always important to go back and double check. Partly research, partly what's not, something that you should probably do. Okay, so now we're going to set down the composition, the first part. But I need to, see now I have it on this. Now I don't have a piano part, so I need to put new track. Software. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that because then we can choose an instrument. There's the keyboard. Let's try piano. Where's the piano? Not looking for that. Electronics, drums. Where's the keyboards? Piano. We need piano. Okay, so now we're going to go to, I like the Steinway sound. That's a nice sound. Okay, so that's originally a classical piece that I'm going to use for the beginning of this because Alicia Keys has done it, and it's always fun to kind of play around with. I mean, other people have done it. It's not uncommon. Nina Simone has done that. She was classically trained. I brought that up yesterday. So let's do. So I need to get the timing right today so I can put that down. Repeat it again. So what I'm doing right now is just doing the layout of the song. I know I keep the layout of the song. Let me see how long I've had this one. It's a pretty long piece. I don't think I need to do all of it at once. So let's do. So what I'm doing is I'm adjusting it a little bit so it doesn't sound exactly the same, even though it's not going to be considered copyright because it's a very old piece. So you can do that with classical songs. You could reuse it in certain ways. I don't know if this is gonna. We're gonna test it out. Let's see. So I'm gonna record it. Okay, so I guess I could do the first part. One more time. Okay, so wait, this is okay. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be interesting. Okay. I don't know. Maybe let's change the sound. Let's go back to the sound. This is no. So we're gonna just do beats again. I could do it. So if you were to do it, as individual parts, what you do is you'd look at this. Okay, so you can create your own loops. If you choose something on here that you like, and then you can delete the whole thing and then start over again, and then create a loop of your own. But I'm not going to get into that. That gets a little bit more complicated and it takes a lot longer. So we're literally just going to not do that. But it can be done, because I have done it before. But what we're going to do is not electronic keyboard. Let's try drums again. Kits. Let's try beats. I only have some beats. That's interesting. Oh, I don't want to go through this downloading process. See, I had to re-upload. Why does it only have a few drums now? That is so weird. So versus the other day where all the other instruments were fine, this seems to be, that's interesting. Or we can transfer, I wonder if I can drop a sound. let's see if I can use my phone and drop a sound from a part. So let's see if I can do that. I've never tried this before. I'm going to use, let's use a guitar. Let's GarageBand. GarageBand. You could always transfer the loops that you've done, for instance. Let's see what this is. Okay, so I'm going to do this. So this is something I've worked on before. Let's say, for example, let's see if I can transfer this as a, can I drop this? Let me see if I can drop this. Share song. I'm going to send it to my email because the email is connected to this and I could just drop it in. Let me see if I can do that. So in theory, you could use your phone, create the beats on the phone, right? And then use those beats to create a song. So the song that I'm doing is experimental. I'm not doing anything in particular. It's just an idea. I have other tracks. That I have done that are worked on in a different way. But it's nice to see, like, you know, if somebody says, oh, what's the process and how do you do it? This gives you an example. So let me go into my email. Let's see if it's sent. Is everything acting? No. Oh, there's my email. Okay, let's download. I don't know how it's going to work, but let's give it a shot. Okay, so it was sent. It didn't have to be sent there, but let's, okay, so now we're going to go into File, go Downloads. We're going to MP4. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so you can transfer that. So if you create a beat from your phone, that could be sent over to your email. It's as an MP4. You'd have to adjust it later. Let's see what happens if I transfer it into here. Now it should go in here. I don't know if it will change the key, but that would be nice to see if it does. I haven't. I'd like to see how it goes. Okay, but it already fills up the sound. That's interesting. And if I don't want a section, I'll just cut it out, which is cool. Okay, we're going to change it up again. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Come over here. We're going to split it. Okay, now I have to go into split. No, didn't want to do that. Undo cut. What I want to do is I want to get into this. There we go. That's what we want. So now, where are we? Is that as far as? or even better, this is how we're going to do it. I just bring this back a little. Just to make it easier. So say it's not in the right key, which is exactly what this is. It is not in the same key as A minor, but what you can do is, if you like that particular sound, create the loop. Let's just see. So you've now created your own loop, right? Okay. So now what you're going to, oops, nope. What you're going to do is you're going to copy and paste this. Same way you did the other section. So you're going to copy and paste and paste and paste and paste. So we're only using a section because it's not in the right key. In order to do I want to keep to this composition experiment right now. So we're going to do it this way. And you probably can't see from that distance because I'm doing the live. But, you know, if there's anybody here, I don't think anybody's here. I think people re-watch these, replay them. Paste. So if there's a sound you can't find on here, you just create a sound on GarageBand or Logic from the iPad. I'm using the iPad right now, so I can't do that. But I can definitely, let me just see how much I have here. I made this a long piece. Okay, so we'll just keep pasting. Paste, paste, paste. And this doesn't get me into trouble with the apps because it is like music that I'm working on for myself. So I don't have to worry about copyright claims. For me, that's a big deal because I don't want to get into that situation. I don't want to get flagged. So this is just a beat. So what we can do is, let's see if we can do that again. I'm basically using the GarageBand tracks and loops that I've created, and I'm putting those into the one that I have here because I haven't shown people how to do it yet. So for instance, you have GarageBand on your phone and you have an iPhone, for instance, you can do this. GarageBand is great because you can create your own loops, which is cool. So say, for instance, there's something in, let's see if this is an A minor. I just want to see. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start over again. Okay, we're gonna start a new one. I'm gonna create a loop here. Let's start with creating a loop. We're gonna add that loop into the space. And we're going to use all of these skills and place them into the song that we're working on now. So you're gonna start a new one. That's the new one, okay. Say you have an iPhone. These are for, this is for like iPhone users, okay? Loop. File, no. What I want to do is, before I do that, settings, you go into settings, we do, what is the setting here? We put it on 86, what is it, 86? 85. 85 on here, 85, okay, then we change key signature to a minor. So you could do all these things right on here. So now we got that. Now we're going to look at the loops. Now we've put that together. Now we go into here. It's kind of useful. Let's do why is this not showing as A minor keys, tie rolls, 1 bar? Let's do 3 4s I said over there. Okay. Loop. Oh, at this tempo, so it doesn't offer it. So we can't do 3 4. We gotta go to 4 4. Okay, that means I might have to change that then. Okay. Okay, I get it. Piano, let's do instruments, let's do no, these are all kind of cheesy. Okay, so I think it will change it. Let's just see. Okay, that's interesting. So that could work. Let me just see. So now we need to change this to 4 4. Okay, we could do this. Okay, so I actually haven't done this before on here. We're going to, so I'm going to just record this for now, okay? So I'm now using my phone to create beats, then sending it over to the song and then using that, because you can't always find everything on here. You have to kind of play around with what you have. And this is useful because you can create the beats from here. So that's cool. So I'm just recording this. Okay, and you can't, so in order to use this, like for instance on your phone, you have to have multiple sounds. You can't use an individual sound, but this is what we just did quickly. And then you can send this over as so we're going to send that over as a single loop. And we're going to put that, share, send it on an email. Email. And then we're going to transfer it in here. here. And folks, I use this because I have a broken leg. You might not be able to see it, but my leg is broken. I mean, I have a rod in my leg, but the leg has been damaged. So there are lots of things I can't do to my body, like move around as much as I used to. So I use the waist trainer as just part of my daily life. Not all the time, but it kind of sucks it in and holds it for a bit. Okay. So I think it was sent to the email. Let me see. Yes, it was sent. So now we're going to do this again. Inbox. So it's transferred as a loop. Send it over. Download. Okay. Downloads. Is that the new one? Okay, so that's from the phone. So now we're going to put this in here and create a new loop. I like that. Okay. So I actually haven't done it this way before on here on my videos, but there are ways to do this. Like I said, this is like advanced stuff. It's not like, you know, I mean, you have to sort of know what you're doing, right? You can't just from the phone. So you created your own sound from the phone and then sent it over as a loop into the track. Just saying. Things you can do. So, you know, it's not just about, okay, so we're going to create that as a layer or a copy and paste. Copy, paste. So if you can't find a sound on here that you like specifically, use and utilize your phone and Logic Pro on your desktop, not desktop, on your iPad. I'm busy recording this live on the iPad, so I can't do that. But I can certainly use my phone at the moment to do that, and that's what I'm doing right now. So we're copying and pasting. You know, get your piece complete, like work on the vision, like identify what you're doing before doing anything else. You know, it takes time. A composition doesn't take like a day, you know. I mean, even producers who are doing songs for jingles have a certain time frame as to when they need to complete something. It's not, you know, they say, here's the deadline, this is how long it's going to take, this is what we need, these are the types of sounds we need, and they put it together during the duration of time that they're given. Now, I have time to create a song because I'm just doing it for myself at the moment, but I'm showing people how to do it for themselves. I mean, yeah, I mean, nobody's, like, if you guys have any questions on anything, I can help the basics. But you can certainly rework, like, different formats. Like, you can use your phone. You can create your own beats from sounds that you come up with, and you make those into loops. This is a good example, just a quick example of how to do that. And if you go into this, for instance, you can hear you can create your own drum beats. So you can delete that, and then you can delete one of them, I guess, and then you can recreate the sound. And then we're going to do paste again and paste. I know there's an easier way to do this, but I mean, I can select all and then paste. Definitely not an overnighter. Let me see how much longer. Not much longer. So I'm gonna paste until it's done. And then you can delete whatever you don't want. But yeah, it's just like creating layers of sounds that will probably work for your piece or it won't. I mean, I'm just playing around with, I mean, I can do other beats and other sounds. I just chose, it's kind of cool. It does sound like it's not quite an A major. I want to see just if I can change that. Okay, so what has to happen is if you're going to do that, make sure it is an A minor. This is not A minor. It just doesn't. A minor. Okay, that's okay. It's just, so all I'm doing is I'm just showing everybody that I'm recording like on here. I'm making the loops and I'm using the sounds from GarageBand and placing them into Logic. You can do that. It is possible. So I'm just messing around with sounds, and I know everybody's more interested in the loops, but the composition behind it is important too. So we're just testing it out. So that's it's just a collaboration of beats. Under, just remove that. Wait, why isn't it letting me do that? And this needs to go away. Okay, let's just see if that made a difference. Let's see. Okay, that's kind of cool. So I need to do the same for the other ones. I'm trying to delete that extra noise. throughout the whole thing to make sure that it doesn't have that extra sound, which is doable. I don't know if anybody's watching now, but yeah. Do this quickly. Get those bits out of the way, or a whole bunch of them. You're just adding layers to the track with different sounds you can do. I mean, I enjoy using the GarageBand on the phone because it's easier to kind of create beats in certain cases, which I enjoy doing when I feel like it. I mean, this could lead into something really cool. It's, oh shoot. Oh, come on. This needs to, okay. So I'm just editing out the section that didn't quite work. The parts that you see in blue at the moment, I could change the colors if I really wanted to, but I don't want to right now. I'm just not. That's another, I think I have a video of that, that I show people how it's done on Logic. So I'm not gonna put everything together here. I think I'll just add it at the bottom of the video if you want to see how to change the colors on here. So it doesn't look the same. You can do it. You just need to go to edit. Was it edit? Tracks. Configure. Yeah, assign track colors. So you can. So if you want to, you can do, for instance, this could be. Here's the track color. So you can assign this. So say you want it in purple. Purple. So you can change it. You want this color in, let's say, light blue. Then this in green. And then this one in orange. So you can visualize it a little bit more. And then this one in, let's do dark purple. The piano we don't have down yet, so we can do that later. This one in yellow. Yeah. So that's how you can adjust the colors as well if you're ever interested. And I do have a close-up of it for another video. You don't need to worry about that yet. But yeah, that's how you adjust the colors so you can visualize a little bit better. So it's a mock-up. It's not really anything. Let's see. Let's go back to the beginning. Always come up with a composition first, right? Oh, that's why it makes that noise. Okay, so that's interesting. What time is it? Okay, and then in a few moments I'm going to go jump into my Poshmark. So, and then if you want, if you want to purchase Logic, Logic costs about you have to pay for this. So Logic costs about $250 or more, depending on what the situation is, to download it from the Apple Store, and then the Logic on the iPad costs like $5, and then this is free if you have an iPhone for GarageBand, which transfers into Logic. So, I mean, I think it all depends on what you're doing. I mean, if you're just playing and you don't want to have like a studio space and you have a friend that has a setup and then you go there and you like plug everything in and record, then you don't need something like this. But if you want to do production and you're interested in composition, like I've always been and I've been doing, then this is like what you want to do. I'm not, I believe I'm supposed to be, so this is the group. This is like, I was in the process of working in a band, and I think they're going to want me to get back on board on this one. So I'm going to just play it on here because I know that he's not going to allow me to upload the video. So I'm going to have you listen to myself doing a live on here. Maybe I can get away with this. That's me on the piano. Okay, so that's a clip of something I filmed from before. That's with the group that's possibly going to have me play. I'm playing the piano, the bassist is really good, and the drummer. So I'm going to start shifting into doing lives, meaning I'm going to have to practice and rehearse songs for performances rather than just playing and recording music, so which will be useful. And I'll probably be getting on stage and working on stuff. We'll see what happens. But yeah, in the meantime, composition is important, and having a setup. If you're a musician, you need to have your own equipment. That's an important thing if you're going to be working in bands and groups or whatever else that you have in mind. So yeah, that's that. Let's test out a recording. try it out. Okay, so okay. Okay, and then we can use that as a loop. So you see what I'm doing here? We're just layering it up. Let's see what it sounds like You created a loop. Okay, and you call that a loop. You can create that. That's a loop. You can just repeat that a couple of times or edit. So you've now created a loop. Okay, whatever it is, you come up with, but work on a piece. Work on something that sounds reasonable. Don't just put something down. Copy, paste. Let's see how that works out. Let's see. Let's work with this, and then we'll add layers to it and see what happens. Okay, so now we've created a paste. Before we do anything, no, let's just keep pasting and then we'll take out if we need to. Paste. Okay, hypothetically speaking, say we've done the whole thing. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay, so say that's a loop. So now let's do another part. Let's see what we can do with this. I wonder. So we're gonna leave it at here for now so you guys can see what I've kind of recorded quickly. We're just doing a small section. Save, don't forget to save. Okay, so I added a little bit of classical into this. We can always take it out. And I've just done a couple of loops in 3 different ways, and that's it for today. Okay, folks, thank you. Once again, I'll probably be working in a band soon, so we'll see. And I've worked in bands before. It's not like, wouldn't be like the first time. It's just, yeah, I'm a little bit older now. Okay, thanks for popping in. Whoever's coming in, enjoy this wonderful day on a Thursday, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I'm just testing this out. I'm seeing if this makes a difference with doing everyday stuff. And then, yeah, it just saves me time from editing because the editing takes a long time. Hopefully the lives do help. And thank you again for popping over.